840, welcome back. A local nonprofit, the Warriors Rest Foundation, is helping first responders cope with the mental health struggles that come with the job. They want to continue to expand their impact.
Of course, and right now we're joined by founder Brett Key. Can you tell us a little bit about what Warriors Rest Foundation does? You said somewhere around 700 traumatic events are encountered by first responders compared to the normal person?
Sure. So one of the things, as we get into the first responder world, one of the things they don't necessarily talk about is the trauma that comes along with the job. There's a couple of different statistics and studies out there that show that a civilian over a lifetime of roughly 70 to 72 years will have somewhere between 3 to 5 significant events or traumas in that lifetime. With a first responder over a 20-year career, it can be somewhere from 5 all the way up to maybe 700 or more, depending on where they're located and what it is that they actually do. And that's not something that first responders were necessarily given the tools to deal with as they got into this profession.
And not only it affects the individual, but it bleeds into their family life a little bit as well and kind of affects the whole family.
Yes, absolutely. And again, that's one of the things that's not talked about. So that trauma, if you don't know how to deal with it, most of us brought it home with us, right? Mm-hmm. And that showed up in numerous different ways, but most of the time the easy out for us is anger, which, short tempers and stuff with the spouse, with the kids and things like that. And so that starts with the wife and kids thinking that maybe they have done something wrong. But there's just no communication, and that's something that we've got to work on, is communication and connection with our families as we get home.
How are you helping law enforcement deal with those traumas and navigate that?
Yeah, so the foundation, Warriors Rest Foundation, started back in 2018. One of the things that we do is we work with first responders and with their agencies, and we build what we call peer support teams. Those individuals within their departments or in their regions get training through the International Critical Incident Stress Foundation that we offer. And it just gives them the ability to sit down and have conversations with a first responder if they're going through a tough time. On top of that, we do continuing education, both for first responders and their families, anywhere from the mental and emotional stresses that come along with it, to strengthening marriage, being a better parent, physical fitness and nutrition. And we get to do that here in the state of Oklahoma at no charge to the department of that first responder due to grants and stuff that we get. One specifically is through the Oklahoma Department of Mental Health. They've been a huge advocate of ours over the last 3 years that allows us to get this training and information out to our first responders.
But also community help helps you guys offer those resources as well. And you have an event coming up called the Clay Shoot. Tell us about that.
We do. This is our 3rd year to have this event. We're doing it at the Cedar Gate. It's a clay shoot competition that we've hosted this year. Oilfield Technical Services, which is a company here in the state of Oklahoma, has decided to step up, and this is their 4th year to host an event, and we get to be the recipients of the funding and stuff that comes along with it.
So exciting. Okay, so you're looking for, we're about out of time, you're looking for sponsors, so where can they go if people want to be a sponsor of that event?
If you want to be a sponsor, you can go to our website, warriorsrestfoundation.org, or any of our social media outlets, and there's things on there you can get to it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. We really appreciate it. You guys, we'll be right back.
Thank you.